Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the More Freedom series. We have traveled to the Rock, the North Carolina Motor Speedway, for the Rockingham 80. This is going to be race number 5 in the More Freedom series, season 5. And the points race is pretty interesting right now. Let's go through those points. Your points leader is the 666 of Pistol Pete. Second's going to be the 799 of Mike Check. Third will be the 203 of Signs. Fourth will be the 8 of Moon Bunny. Fifth will be last week's winner, the 34 of Super Snake. Sixth will be the 710 of Roddy. Seventh will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Eighth will be the 88 of NM. Ninth will be the 333 of Keeping It Twisted. And rounding out your top 10, the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. Let's check in on your team and chassis standings. Huge lead by Amish Buggy Racing over Douche Motorsports. Third's going to be Score Racing. Fourth will be G3 Motorsports. And rounding out the top 5, MBR. Chassis standings look like this. Chevy, Dodge, and Toyota. So that's a look at all things points here at the North Carolina Motor Speedway for this Rockingham 80. They're getting these cars wound up, dialed in, and I'm fired up. Let's go racing. Hello, race editor NM here. And before we get into the race, I want to let you know that due to an update released by Elgato for the Stream Deck Plus, it caused issues when swiping on the screen and muting my audio. And in this case, it muted my game audio for the race today. Hopefully you stick around. Hopefully you still enjoy the race. It is an awesome race. So let's get into it. As they get these cars fired up, let's go through your starting top 10 today for this Rockingham 80. Starting on the pole will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber, and on his outside, the 47 of Dash. Starting third will be the 25 of JTM, and on his outside, the 42 of Mel Say What. Starting fifth will be the 999 of Deviant, and on his outside, the 72 of Duchess. Starting seventh would be the 00 of Mudbone, and on his outside, the 11 of TC Roberts. Starting ninth will be the 96 of Nico, and rounding out your top 10, the 23 of Fuller Than You. So that's a look at your starting top 10 today. Duber's going to be leading us down to take this green flag here at Rockingham, and I'm excited for this race. It's going to be an amazing race here at Rockingham. We're going to see what these drivers can do. They are filing down to the front stretch. The beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car is in. The green flag is out. We're underway for the Rockingham 80. Down into turn 3 for the first time goes the 329 of Heck of a Duber. He's followed very close by the 25 of JTM. Looks like JTM right to his back bumper. JTM looking for another win here in the More Freedom series for his career. That 999 of Deviant and the 00 of Mudbone already pushing under the 47 of Dash with the 96 of Nico right to their back bumper. So Deviant breaking away from Dash as low line, probably going to be the best line here today at Rockingham. Let's bring up your timing and scoring. As always, top 10 will be on your left. Favorite driver scrolling across the top. I know I don't play favorites, but if I did, my favorite driver would be up there. So Duber leads the way still here in that Chiquita Banana sponsored Chevy for Douche Motorsports with his favorite person scooter on the hood. As Deviant looking down to the inside of the 25 of JTM. Deviant with a good hot rod early going here. He's down in working into second position with the help of the 00 of Mudbone. Dash staying high right now. So Amish Buggy Racing in the form of the 00 of Mudbone, your team points leader, they are already got their cars fired up towards the front. As the 999 of Deviant looking for another W under his belt and to move up in the rankings this season. Looks like we got a yellow flag, folks. Yellow flag as they get these cars woed up here. I didn't even see that come out, but yes, yellow flag on the track. Looks like that's going to involve the 13 of King of the Aces who's in the pits, along with the 95 of Zed Brunna. So, team on team caution going. It looks like they're pushing the 13 behind the wall. So Duber's leading us down pit road here for the first pit stop here at Rockingham, as we see Zed still on pit road. We're going to see what happens with him, see if he goes out. But yeah, King of the Aces out of the race right now. We're going to see if they go 4 tires, 2 tires, fuel. What do they got going on here today for pit stop number 1? We're only 6 laps in as everybody's into their pits. Right side tires going on to that 329 of Heck of a Duber. Looks like the 47 to 25 also getting right side tires. Left side tires going on to the 329. So fuel and 4 tires stop here today for the 329 of Heck of a Duber. He is down and away. Deviant's trying to, hey, I'm going to just go around you, bud. I don't think that's possible, but let's bring up and see what happened on that caution. Well, this is going to be a scary incident for the 13 of King of the Aces. He's going to get into it with the 95 of Zed Brunna and just watch this happen. So hopefully the 13 of King of the Aces is okay after that incident involving himself and the 95 of Zed Brunna. Zed also out of this race as a result of that incident with his teammate, the 13 of King of the Aces. So hopefully we'll hear about how King's doing after that. But let's go through your current top 10, as it looks like we got 1 lap to go here until green. Your leader is the 329 of Heck of a Duber. He's led the whole way so far. Second's going to be the 999 of Deviant. Third will be the 00 of Mudbone. Fourth will be the 47 of Dash. Fifth will be the 25 of JTM. Sixth will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Seventh will be the 72 of Duchess. Eighth will be the 300 of Resemble. Ninth will be the 38 of Baseman. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 777 of Seabass. Lineup double file. I bet Deviant's going to try to sneak up and get a lap lead here in just a second over the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Duber's leading us back to the flag here once again at Rockingham. Pace car is in. Green flag's out. We're back underway here at Rockingham. So Deviant with a great jump on the 329 of Heck of a Duber. He puts that car out to the lead from the outside, and he is trying to run away right now. He has got a little bit of a lead right now on that 329 of Heck of a Duber. We'll see if Duber can come back here and take that lead away as the 00 of Mud. As he does, he jumps down to the inside. So Duber down to the inside of the 999 of Deviant. We're going to see if Mudbone goes with him. 72 of Duchess stacked up behind the 00 of Mudbone with help by the 38 of Baseman. So battle for the lead right here between the 329, the 00, and the 999 as Duber has, it's looking like a fantastic car right now as the 00 of Mudbone down to the inside. Duber shuts the door right there going into turn 1. So draft help down the backstretch for the 329 and the 00. They're heading down into 3 and 4. The 38 of Baseman has moved himself into the 3rd position. 999 of Deviant stuck on the outside. Looks like the 77 of Zip, who rookie for Amish Buggy Racing, now down to the inside of the 72 of Dutch. He's got 2 wide battles back here in the middle to the back of the pack as JTM has worked himself back into the 4th position. Deviant back to 5th, Zip to 6th, and the 49 of Jetman back to, what is that, the 8th position right now, as we do have a caution. Maybe a caution on the track. Caution on the track here, folks. So it could be one of the, oh my goodness, we see it happen in the back. The 42 and the 07 get into it. So the 42 of Mel Say What and the 07 of Douche Baggins, after the caution flag comes out, not sure what happened there, but they both, it's an incident. I don't know what happened between both of them. Listen, I think Mel and DB are kind of upset at each other right now as pit stops are happening again with your leader, the 329 of Heck of a Duber, bringing us down pit road. The 38 of Baseman started the race today. Let's see where Baseman started at. He started 13th today, and he's was up to third position. So making some good run there is that 38 of Baseman. Right side tires on for both the 329 and the 25. We're going to see. Nope. 2 tires and fuel. They're both down and away. So Baseman beats the 25 at JTM out of the pits. So Groovy Green Racing with a fantastic pit stop there. Could be good, though, for the 25 at JTM starting down on that inside line. Let's jump up and see what brought out that caution. Well, at some point during this race, Frederick has lost his hood. I'm not sure where it went, but Frederick has lost his hood. He's still doing pretty good, but he's going to be involved in an incident right here with the 799 of Mike Check. Let's see this happen. It's going to involve himself, Mike Check, and the 14, I do believe. Mike Check trying to get down on his inside, turns him, both into that wall, sliding up the track, and getting back into each other. Both still running right now. Let's see what happened between the 42 and the 07. After the caution flag shenanigans here between, I think, the 34 and the 42, Mel bounces off the 34, who gets into DB in both of them. So not sure what happened there, but after caution flag shenanigans, we're back just in time for your restart here as Duber brings us down again to take the green flag. He's led 13 laps here today. We're going to see if Baseman jumps it on the outside. Baseman gets a hammer down. We're back underway here at Rockingham. Down into turn 1 they go. Duber is not letting Baseman do what Deviant did, and he has got his hammer down right now as they head down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. JTM working to the bottom of the track, so that was a great, actually kind of beneficial that JTM came out third in the pits with Baseman being starting on the outside, as it's 3 wide right now between the 38 and a couple other cars, as we got 3 wide in the back of the pack right now as the battle for the lead rages on with the 329. Let's jump to the back of the pack, see what's going on back here as we have lots of cars 3 wide and crazy action going on. Mel gets knocked down to the bottom of the track. I'm not sure if that was by the 34 of Super Snake, but the 96 of Nico, who started top 10 way back in the back of the pack right now, we'll jump back up to the front of this field. So Frederick very, very slow. We're still under green here at Rockingham. 77 is Zip down to the inside of the 25 at JTM. Followed right behind him is going to be the 72 at Duchess. Looks like the 00 Mudbone and the 47 at Dash trying to work back up to the front of this field as newcomer to the front. The 420 of Queen of Hearts, who started 29th here today, has worked herself into the top 10, along with the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Wishbone starting 14th, now into the top 10 as well. Focusing in on the 77 of Zip, again, rookie for Amish Buggy Racing. He runs in the second position after starting 17th here today. So Amish Buggy Racing, early going this season, are basically the team to beat right now. They've added 1 driver. They got a full field of 6. And they've come to win. I believe they've won 2 of the first 5 races this season. With Zip is now just powering that Oscar Mayer Wienermobile around the inside of the Chiquita Banana, and has taken over the lead from the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Duber now getting challenged by his teammate, the 72 of Duchess, and the 00 Mudbone. The 420 of Queen of Hearts on the outside right now, trying to make it happen over the 29 of Wishbone Attack, as the 25 of JTM finally down to the back to the bottom of the track. He's going to work underneath the 420 of Queen of Hearts here on lap number 23 of 79. Your leader now at the front of this field, the 77 of Zip for Amish Buggy Racing. Second's going to be that 72 of Duchess. Third's going to be the 00 Mudbone, and fourth's going to be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. As the 420 of Queen of Hearts makes a heck of a move down, basically splits it between the 329 and the 25 to take away both of those positions here. That's going to put her into the 5th position right now, as we see the 29 of Wishbone Attack down to the inside of the 00 of Mudbone. So the old man getting around the son, the 00 of Mudbone right there, as Wishbone Attack trying to work to the front of this field. He's trying to catch up to the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Sets his sights on Zip here as they work into 3 and 4. The 00 Mudbone now around the 72 of Duchess. Here comes the 420 of Queen of Hearts, who, again, she's had an amazing car this season, has ran into some problems, but as far as her car goes, you know, if she's had a couple bad pit stops, as we do see the 29 of Wishbone Attack does take away the lead from the 77 of Zip. So second half of this run for the 29 of Wishbone Attack, his car has come in and he has now put it out to the front here at Rockingham. That's going to put the 77 of Zip back to second, as they're getting ready to catch up to the 544 Frederick Winklebaum. Sounds like he might be down on power here, folks. I mean, he is down on sheet metal for sure. So he's probably down on power as well, as the 29 of Wishbone Attack works across the line. Into 1 and 2 he goes. We're going to see if he catches up this lap to the 544 Frederick Winklebaum, who involved in apparently a couple incidences in this race. Winkle down to the bottom of the track. Wishbone has to slow down for him. That's going to allow second and third place to catch up here, as Winkle kind of holds him up and allows the 77 of Zip to get back. So Wishbone back down to the bottom of the track. Your leader now, the 77 of Zip, with the 00 Mudbone, both Amish buggy racing vehicles right there to the front of this field. So that's going to put Frederick a lap down, as the 29 of Wishbone Attack not wasting any time, catching back up to the back bumper of the 00 Mudbone. Might be content to ride right here as we head towards an upcoming pit stop at some point, as we see the 51 of AJM, who started 37th here today, now worked himself up into the top 10. He's up to 6th position right here. Running in behind is the 25 of JTM. Running a lane down, so the 72 doesn't get a run on him, as we see the 29 of Wishbone Attack now working down underneath the 00 Mudbone for the second position. Mudbone holds it for that lap right there, but I think with the low line here through 1 and 2 and probably down the backstretch, that 29 of Wishbone Attack is going to be able to take over the second position from Mudbone, and possibly he's going to definitely set his sights on the leader, the 77 of Zip here. He's got a great run to the back bumper of the 77. As they head down the front stretch, he's working down to the inside. Down into turn 1 goes the 29 of Wishbone Attack. He's down to the inside of the 77 of Zip. Followed right behind him is going to be the 00 of Mudbone. We're going to see Mudbone can work to the back bumper of the 29. Maybe he is, I think, going to get around the 77 here. So great play by the 00 of Mudbone to work underneath the 77 and get a little bit of draft help from the 29, pull him around. Zip might have a little bit better of a car right here right now for Amish buggy racing, but that high line just isn't cutting it, as he falls in behind the 00 of Mudbone here. So Amish buggy runs 2 and 3 with the 420 of Queen of Hearts behind them. And as we see the 51 of AJM now working underneath the 25 of JTM. And here comes your points leader, which is fascinating thing is that Pistol Pete went from dead last in the points last season to currently leading them this season in that new livery for Amish buggy racing in the Pennzoil Dodge right there. So good looking car there for the 666 of Pistol Pete, as Amish buggy racing is just doing amazing this season right now. We see the 51 of AJM. We're going to see if he can try to catch up to the back bumper of the 420 of Queen Hearts. I think his tires might be going away a little bit here, as Queen is definitely a little bit faster, and I think he's holding back the 666 of Pistol Pete right now as we watch the 29 of Wishbone Attack, still your leader here over the 00 Mudbone and the 77 of Zip. So Pistol Pete giving the 51 of AJM, basically he's just pushing him along. You know, he's now diving down to the inside. He is tired of running behind the 51 of AJM. I think he gave him enough draft help to help him catch up to the 420 of Queen of Hearts, but he's going to leave him in the dust here, as it looks like the 329 of Heck of a Duber has actually fallen back, way back in the pack right now to 23rd as we have pit stops underway. So your leader, the 29 of Wishbone Attack, is into the pits. He's got a pretty good rundown here. Nobody in his way as of right now, as we see the 544. Hopefully they're going to get some work done on that car. Wishbone Attack into the pits. We're going to see what they do here for MBR. It's going to be right side tires so far. Looks like they got the other setup on the wall, so it's going to be 4 tires and fuel for the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Your leader coming into the pits. We see everybody else filing in. Fuel done. He's down. He's away. He's going to try to beat out. He's going to cut off the 77 of Zip. Watching that 29 of Wishbone Attack on his out lap here. We're going to see where he ends up, as the 00 of Mudbone was actually your leader. And he's coming out of the pits right now, so it looks like it possibly is the 29 of Wishbone Attack. I don't think it's going to be the 660 of Garrett Miller, but I've seen stranger things. So we're going to see who your leader is when we cycle through these pit stops. We'll keep it focused on the 29 of Wishbone Attack with 38 laps to go here at Rockingham. So surprise up here to the front, the 40 of Veteran Chaos, who started 35th on the day with the help of some great racing and pit stops, has now worked himself and his Stark Industries Toyota for Aces to Z Motorsports up to the 3rd position. They're currently working to catch up and pass the 29 of Wishbone Attack, who almost tries to shut the door on the 77 of Zip. Doesn't quite get it done. Zip's going to run down to the inside. The 40 of Veteran Chaos is going to follow along. Vet is making it... Wow, Vet is not wasting any time here. He's making it 3 wide. He's trying for the lead right now. A little beating and banging on the 77 of Zip. It's the 40 of Veteran Chaos. So Vet says, hold up. I'm taking over the lead from both y'all. Works the Stark Industries 40 Toyota up to the front of the field. Takes over the lead from both the 77 and the 29. Well, after that, let's go through your current top 10. Your leader is the 40 of Veteran Chaos. Second's going to be the 77 of Zip. Third will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Fourth will be the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Fifth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Sixth will be the 51 of AJM. Seventh will be the 666 of Pistol Pete. Eighth will be the 11 of TC Roberts. Ninth will be the 72 of Duchess. And rounding out your top 10 is actually the 42 of Mel Say What. So Mel, after being involved in that incident with the 07 of Douche Baggins, she has now worked her car with a bit of damage on the back. So maybe that bent up spoiler is helping this Liquid Molly dodge for the team raining tacos. So she doesn't look too worse for wear as far as speed and where she can be at on the track. So, I mean, good deal, right? We'll get a look at the back of that car from the 38 of Baseman. It looks like she does have a little bit of issues. Like, I don't know if she's as fast, but I think her aero is definitely not as good as some of these other cars. I will jump back up here to the front of the field where the 51 of AJM now down on the inside of the 420 of Queen of Hearts. He's following that 00 of Mudbone here. The 40 of Veteran Chaos still leads the way here at Rockingham with 30 laps to go. So we'll jump back up here to the front of the field. It's a 3-car breakaway between the 40, the 77, and the 29. As they work down the backstretch, they're going to catch up to the 07 of Douche Baggins, and just pretty soon, DB is already 1 lap down as of right now. Checking in on your pole sitter, the 329 has fallen way back to 33rd now. He still leads the most laps at 18, so he potentially has that 5 bonus points under his belt. We'll figure that out at the end of the race, but we'll also figure out who led it halfway. That's either going to be the 00 or the 29, I do believe. It was very close right there. I didn't catch it until like 2 laps after, and pit stops are happening. Things were going on, but the 40 of Veteran Chaos is your leader right now. Looks like the 77 of Zip is going to try his hand down to the inside. He's not going to be able to pull it off. Fall back down to the bottom. So the 00 of Mudbone and the 666 of Pistol Pete both work around the 420 and the 51 of AJM. AJM trying to work back to the back bumper, the 666 of Pistol Pete. Amish Buggy Racing is running away right now with the points championship this season. Right now they have 3, let's check the standings. They have 3 drivers in the top 10 right now. So Amish Buggy Racing might dethrone the MBR in the points championship this year, as the 77 of Zip works down to the inside of the 40 of Veteran Chaos. 29 of Wishbone Attack. I thought he was going to make it 3 wide with both of them. He's down to the inside of the 40 as well. He's going to take away that position here on this lap, but they got the 07 of Douchebag as they're about to catch up to into the turn. So DB kind of not really a rolling roadblock. He's actually lapping pretty well. He's about a second off the pace. But they are working down to the inside of the 07. They're going to put him another lap down here as a 29 of Wishbone Attack to the bumper of the 77 of Zip. Here comes a 40 of Veteran Chaos as well. We're going to see how the 00 of Mudbone and the second group of cars handles this 07. Mudbone works into 3 and 4 with the 666 of Pistol Pete right to his bumper. So he's working down to the inside of the 07. He's going to pass him with ease here into 1 and 2. DB's not going to hold him up. He's going to go to the high line here as we watch the battle for the lead in front of these drivers with the 77 of Zip and the 40 of Veteran Chaos down to the inside of the 29 of Wishbone Attack now. So Vet trying to get back into the second position, as I don't know if he has it right now. He might have some worn out tires, as Wishbone stays high on the outside and able to get back, stay in the second position as they're about to catch up to the 544 Frederick Winklebaum. Not sure if they did any kind of work on Winkle's car. He's currently running about almost 2 seconds off the pace. So Zip is working into 1 and 2. Frederick's almost right in front of me. You see now the 00, the 666, and the 51 have now caught up to the back bumper of all these drivers. So the 3-car breakaway now becomes a 6-car breakaway, as the 29 of Wishbone Attack. We're going to see if he jumps down to the inside. He's going to hang behind the 77 of Zip right now with 20 laps to go. The 40 of Veteran Chaos is not waiting around. He is going to try to work to the inside. Looks like his tires might be going away. Yeah, I think Vet's tires are going away. He's just not getting that grip off the turn like he would like, so he can get down to the inside of the 29. This should be interesting. He's going to use Frederick as a pick on the 29 of Wishbone Attack. I think that's going to be the play here, as he does work down to the inside of the 29. That's going to push the 29 back a bunch of positions, as Vet uses Frederick as a pick that Wishbone cannot move down to the bottom of the track. So great play by the 40 of Veteran Chaos here in the waning laps of this Rockingham 80. So now the 00 of Mudbone and He basically vets right now, is sandwiched right now by Amish Buggy Racing. And he is got the 00 Mudbone now working down to the inside. So I think Vet's tires just aren't there after he had a fantastic pit stop early going in this run. He had a fantastic car, led 10 laps, as Zip now has led 18. He's about to lead 19. So he's going to take over the top spot for the amount of laps led here with 16 to go. 00 Mudbone works around that 40 of Veteran Chaos, followed by the 666 and the 51, and probably the 29, as the Wishbone Attack's probably going to be able to catch up here. So Wishbone, I think, will catch up to the 40 of Veteran. Oh, Wishbone's way high through the turn. Oh, he went up because Vet was pulling into the pits. We'll catch up to your leader, the 77 of Zip. So Veteran Chaos into the pits for the final time here at Rockingham. We'll see if we can catch up to Vet. He's got right side tires going on to his car, fuel going in. Looks like a forced tire stop for the 40 of Veteran Chaos. Mudbone going out for another lap. Vet is down and away. We'll catch up to your leader, the 00 Mudbone. He stays out with help with the 66 of Pistol Pete. So they've got a clear track in front of them right now as they're running down the backstretch, and Pistol Pete is like, maybe I should take over the lead, Mudbone. I think Pete will take over the lead as the 00 is into the pits for the final time. Mudbone coming down pit road, followed by the 38 of Baseman, the 07 and the 49. Here comes, it looks like the 88's also in back there. So for the final time, Mudbone pulling off as your leader, coming down pit road. 29 of Wishbone Attack. I saw him down and away. There's his teammate, the 777 of Seabass. 96 of Nico is in. Right side tires going on to the 00 of Mudbone. They've got 12 laps to go. Fastest lap of the day is going to be by the 66 of Hondo. So right side tires. Did I miss the left side tires, or did they just not put those on? I might have missed them. But he's down and away. He's out. He's going to actually come out behind the spots where he was. Your leader's probably going to be the 40 of Veteran Chaos by a significant margin. I'm watching this. Well, Pistol Pete's was actually the leader. So we got to find Pete here. Deviant's coming out. This could be a huge shakeup in everything. Nope, Vet is your leader. We got to catch back up here to Vet. So Vet does take back over the lead. He's going to work around. He's going to put the 14 of Liz Has Nothing a lap down here. He's going to set his sights on the 660 of Garrett Miller, but Veteran Chaos, who again started way back in the 34th position here today, has put that Stark Industries Toyota for Aces to Z Motorsports out to the points, and he currently has a 2.3 second lead with 9 laps to go here at Rockingham. The 77, the 51, they're going to try to catch up. Let's go through your current top 10. So your leader is the 40 of Veteran Chaos. Second's going to be the 77 of Zip. Third's going to be the 51 of AJM. Fourth will be the 72 of Duchess. Fifth will be the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Sixth will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Seventh will be the 00 of Mudbone. Eighth will be the 11 of TC Roberts. Ninth will be the 66 of Hondo. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 42, will be the 6666 of Pistol Pete. So Mel's got some great pit stops, but she cannot keep her car at the front with the damage that she has on the back end. As Queen is now caught up to Duchess, and the Duchess, the Queen, whoa, let's see, Wishbone down to the inside of both of them, maybe. Down into turn one. Duchess brings down her car to the bottom of the track as Wishbone Attack wants to try to catch up to the front of this field again. So pit stops play a very large role in this race, as it looks like the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days either got one of her laps back or she's back on the lead lap. Ice Cream, yes, Ice Cream back on the lead lap. So great pit stop by the 40 of Veteran Chaos, but I'm not sure if he's got the car to win this with 5 laps to go, 4 laps to go here at Rockingham. He's 1.4 seconds up. So in the last 8 laps or so, last 4 laps or so, they've knocked about 1 second off of his time. I don't know if there's enough laps. He might have it in the bag, even if his car's a little bit slower here. He's led 17 laps so far. He might pull out the most number of laps led here today, as I think it's number 18 under his belt. So 3 laps remaining here at Rockingham. The 77 and the 51 both have a clear shot now to try to catch up to the 40 of Veteran Chaos. And they're going to try their best to run him down here in about 2.5 laps or so. He comes off of turn 3, or turn 4, sorry. And we got 2 laps to go here at Rockingham. For your leader, the 40 of Veteran Chaos, he's basically retaining his lead. I think he's still 1.2. We're going to see what it updates to. 1.1 seconds. He's going to come around. He's going to head out of turn 4. He's going to take the white flag here. White flag is out for your leader, the 40 of Veteran Chaos. I think he's got this one in the bag, barring anything unforeseen, like running into the end of pit road wall. The 40 of Veteran Chaos coming off of turn 2. He's got more than a second lead right now over the 77 of Zip and the 51 of AJM. Down into 3 and 4 for the final time. A drive from the 34th position to the front and a win. The 40 of Veteran Chaos. Not only does he get the win, he leads the most laps here today. So awesome job by the 40 and Aces to Z Motorsports to put him out there and give him the chance to win. Again, pit stops very, very important here, as it can mean the difference between winning and not. So let's go through your finishing top 10. Again, your winner in spectacular fashion, the 40 of Veteran Chaos. Second's going to be the 77 of Zip. Third will be the 51 of AJM. Fourth will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Fifth will be the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Sixth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Seventh will be the 72 of Duchess. Eighth will be the 11 of TC Roberts. Ninth will be the 66 of Hondo. And rounding out your top 10, the 38 of Baseman. Awesome race here today at Rockingham for this Rockingham 80. Let's go through next week. Next week, we head to New Hampshire for the New Hampshire 60. So that'll be an amazing race as well. Let's check in on those all-important point standings, as I think Pete might still be leading, but you're seeing those here on the screen. Also, let's check in on the team and chassis standing. So another great day for Amish Buggy Racing. A couple good drivers up in the top for MBR. So you're seeing those points as well. Well, that's going to do it today for the More Freedom Series here at Rockingham. Awesome job by the 40 of Veteran Chaos. It was shaky there. I didn't know if he had enough car to get it done, but he had a great couple pit stops there in the middle of the race, and he was able to put that. They were able to get him out to the front. He was able to keep the lead, and just an awesome drive today by the 40 of Veteran Chaos. And so congratulations to him. He is your winner. And until next week at New Hampshire, take care.